Excuse me, magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Kumusta? This is Scott Expat in the Philippines, live Tuesday night edition. How are we, guys? Hope everyone is fine. Yes, still got a bit of this. It ain't going away. I asked Mum to get her doctor to get some antibiotics, but guess what? That didn't happen. Anyway, never mind. We just wait until everybody comes on. Thank you, Hazy Cheesy. Welcome, sweetie. How are you? Ta, darling. How's things in England? Got some biggies and a biscuit. Got some biggies and I've got coffee. So, hope England is good. We've had nothing but rain this past couple of weeks. Every morning, get up. It's either too cold to do anything outside or it's wet. Poor CJ misses out on going outside. But he was at kinder today, which was good. Did I get anything done? No, I didn't, because I was too busy chasing after Mum, doing carers work. Making sure she had her medicine and stuff like that. So we did that. What else? Did a bit of cleaning up around the house. I've got the washing machine on now at the moment. It's cheaper to do your washing at night time. You know that? Bung the clothes in of a night time, get them all washed, and then throw them out in the morning when it's sunny, if it's sunny. Going to drop Arlene off at the station tomorrow. She's going to work, reorganised her doctor's appointment for Friday the 2nd, I think. We're going to go out to Armadale this coming Friday, pick up a machine, a sleep apnea machine for her. So that's that. It'll be that on the agenda. So it'll be another drive out to Armadale, which is about 2.5 hours that way. So we're going to pick up that. Yeah, she's having a bit of problem sleeping and she wakes herself up. So I don't know what it is. Can't be too bad, but we'll find out. So she's got to see a doctor on, I think, what was it, 13th or 14th. I organised that, so she'll go and see her. Big shout out to Marilyn Kaminsky. Big shout out to Hazy Cheesy, Deborah Orad, Brett Glasgow, Rickshaw Philippines. Big shout out to an Aussie farming in the Philippines. Big shout out to Walking with Tams. And how are you, mate? I am good, Hazy Cheesy. Thank you for asking. Walking with Tamsin's over in Scotland. He's got some good videos. Check him out. Very interesting. That's good. Yeah, I don't do streaming. yard anymore. I prefer to protect you guys as well as myself. I can see you guys on the chat um, answering back, which is good. Even if it's typed in, it's fine, but this protects you guys from what out there. But it makes it a lot easier. You don't have that interruption. You don't have trolls coming in and this thing where I've got uh, my moderators that can sniff them out like that. Big shout out to Tom and Ruth's Philippine Adventures, Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Big shout out to Tom Patrick. Big shout out to Ronald Bowden. Philly in the Philippines, Look, Hannah Grace, and Bing. Big shout out to Philo in the Philippines and Jonah. Lefty all around, big shout out to you. Big shout out to Wisteria Energy Twister Claire. Big shout out to also Sean's Amazing Adventures and Karina. Big shout out to Ruthie. She's over in Canada, and Arthur. Have fun, guys. I hope you're enjoying yourself, Ruthie. Sorry about that. Big shout out to Arte Manang in Japan, and happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Arte Manang. Happy birthday to you. Love, Scott, Arlene, and baby CJ. Big shout out to Mars Bankard. Big shout out to Terry Akubra 456. Big shout out to Rena Hall. Lovely home, well done. And Mike Roberts. Big shout out to you guys. Also big shout out to a foreigner farming in the Philippines. Brian, Marcel, and baby Charlie. Big shout out to a foreigner in the Philippines, Terence and Beth Nanai. And the family, Paulina. And big shout out to Lynn and Anthony, baby Thea, and Kayla. Big shout out to Shooting Star MS. Big shout out to Captured Scenery MK. Looked like I was going to die then, didn't it? Just catches you when you least expect it. Big shout out to Chris Beecham. Big shout out to Kevin and Gemma. Check Kevin and Gemma's channel out. He's got some good videos, guys, and some interesting ones. Big shout out to British Expat in the Philippines and also a Brit in the Philippines. Big shout out to an Aussie farmer in the Philippines, William and Chick, and all the animals there. Big shout out to you guys. And Sam and Sasha, big shout out to you, the two puppies. Big shout out to Hart Casper. Big shout out to I'm trying to think as I go along, guys, because I know all of yous, and that's my mind must be slipping. Sorry about that. Mark King, big shout out to Mark King. Mike Simpson, big shout out to Mike Simpson. There in America. Big shout out to Dark Cider. Miss Muggs, big shout out to you, darling, in Thailand. I hope you're having fun. Scoop B and Bajoy, big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to check out the Rileys, Bill and Mercy, the Hapsters, Mr. and Mrs. Hapstar. Big shout out to you. There's another one. Big shout out to Michelle Hurren. Yeah, so we'll come up with that. I hope everyone's having a good night, and I hope everyone's enjoying themselves, whatever you're doing. I'm still haven't finished this video off. God. I'm waiting for my wife to get rid of some photos that we took at her wedding. Her birthday party at Crown Casino. It's been since August 4th we had that, and went into Crown Casino, and Chari, Hendo and Paul and Nina. Big shout out to you, Nina, and Mario, and Justin, and Vanessa, and Michael. Big shout out, guys. Big shout out to Kiwi Pino, Kiwi Pino, Lionel and Jeff, and Nathan and Daniel. Big shout out to you, little ones. Pardon me. It's the bullfrog in me. I'm trying to. Big shout out to God, I'm not tipping my tongue, but I can't. I'll have to keep going. Big shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Just trying to figure it. Heart Abicio. Big shout out to you, darling. That's what I'm trying to think. Also, Annie Sales Vlog, Juvie's World. Big shout out to Flexigirl JB, Juvie. A very big shout out to Adrian Gibson. How are you, mate? How's things in Perth? Go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers. Yes, my team's in the finals. They play Brisbane first elimination final next week. So that'll be good. So there's some good teams in there. going to play. I had to throw the other coffee out because Wayne accidentally put coffee in the tea, the loose tea, and got mixed up. And when you make coffee, the tea sits in there. Not good. And we've got to get our, as I said, we've got to get Arlene's, my passport's okay. I've got to get Arlene's Philippine passport done and CJ's passport, but there's no rush. Big shout out to Mum, Dad, um, Alexis and Tina, April and Feb. Big shout out to Harpoon and Joey, Rai and Arjane. Big shout out to AI. And big shout out to Grace and Nemo across the road from us in our area. Hope everything's going well. Hope everything's coming back after that big storm we had a while back. So, there's big shout out to Tom Simpson, who is actually Tom Victoria. So the washing machine Googling. I had to fix up the hose. I don't think I did that too good. Just catches you every now and then on the throat when you go to talk. And trying to get a doctor's appointment up at our local Sunbury medical centre is like, seriously, Friday they've only got one doctor on. I don't know why. Too bad if you had an emergency and you need to see the doctor in a hurry. Have to go over to Gunawara, which is over that way, medical centre. I'm half thinking of getting transferred over there because I can get an appointment anytime I like. You still have to ring up. And since we have all this, what's going on in the world today, where you've got to wear face masks in doctor surgery still, it makes it hard. And if you've got a cough, they don't want you there. So, if you're asked to see a doctor for antibiotics or anything like that, it's just so hard here at the moment. Every day here is like, try to make an appointment and sometimes you just can't get in. I don't know what it's like back home in the Philippines, but Tom hit the nail on the head the other night when I was watching one of his shows, videos. And well done, mate. I fully agree with you on all that. You're a visitor in the country. Even if you're living there permanently, you're still a visitor under their eyes. Doesn't matter, look, seriously, when you go there, when you go over to the Philippines, go over for a vacation first. But the thing is, when you go over for a vacation first, you're not seeing firsthand what's going on, what you can do and what you can't do. Yes, you have to queue up in a queue, You have to take a number, yes, whether it be NBI or um, the water board there in the Philippines or the power company. You still have to take a number, sit down and wait. And if you get there early in the morning, you've got more chances of seeing them in the afternoon. And if you've got your money or your payment for your electric bill, you're pretty well much guaranteed to fly in and fly out, so to speak. But don't hold me on to that. You still have to sit, take a number, and wait. It's like the old days when we were here, when we first started here, Uh, but you had to Centrelink, you had to take a number when you're here, wait until you're called up. Uh, have you got an interview? Have you been tested for C? Have you been anywhere? You just say no, and pretty much you can go in and then go up, and then you see reception, and then they just tell you go and sit down. If you have a complaint or you your money didn't go in and you'll check it in, you have to wait. Plain and simple. It's the same thing over there as well. Um, you have to take a number, you have to wait until you are served. You have to wait in line. It's just one of those things. Well, you don't see that when you're over there on vacation because you're not going to those places yet. Especially when you are going to file for your land. Pretty well much I would stay if I was foreigner buying land with my sweetheart. The best thing you do there is you let your mum and your wife go up and register the land. Um, Make sure you've got clear title and just let them go up, because if you go up, and especially if you have to pay for any reason, they will, it's guaranteed. So you can't argue that fact, because over there we are foreigner, even though we're foreigners, we're seen to have a lot of money. Well, that's just normal, because when you look at it, you're going to a country that's developing slowly, and they see that, oh, she's married a foreigner, so he's got money, so therefore you have got to, you know, fork out the cash, so to speak. But that's normal. That's normal. What do you do? What can you do? Unless you're outside waiting, talking to the security guy that's on the door at the time, you know. Um, but if you go in there and you're doing payments and stuff like that, and they see you walking with uh, your wife, they're going to do two and two, and they will put the price up a little bit, which is normal in the Philippines. It's normal, trust me. Um, I'm not saying it's a good thing, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but that's just the way it goes. You got to expect that, guys. You really do have to expect that. And when you're marrying a Filipino, you've got one thing to do. You go through due process of getting her visa to go back to America, all organised and all sorted out. Um, and if you're doing it, I did mine there. We did our um, partnership papers over there. It was a lot more cheaper and a lot better, and a lot better for Arlene, a lot better for me. Yes, I was on top of it every second month I went in. So we filed her papers for a partnership visa in March. I think it was around about the 17th or 18th of March. And they asked me, did I do it or did I get someone to help us do it? Well, I just said I did it basically because I read the papers. I knew what was there. When I got there, oh, Mr. Wiggle, what's the matter? Everything was fine. Everything was all sorted out. It was all okay. The only thing at the bottom of the paper had the date of expiry because I think they work from a certain time to July, and then after that, it's start of new month, so to speak. So we did all that, got all that sorted out. Had to go back, redo all the paperwork, and we saw my wife's dad's friend, and she helped us out with the paperwork and that. But we also helped her family out because her mum wasn't well, so that was okay. Yes, I did lie a little bit to them, but if you know what's entitled on the paperwork of your partnership visa, you have to get it organised. And one other thing is you got photos, you have communication translation from you to her and her to you has to be noted, put on the form. There is medical. Um, if they suffer from tuberculosis, well, and you find out at the last minute, you might as well just shelve your paperwork and forget about it because the Australian government won't let anyone in with tuberculosis, even though it can be treated. Um, Over there, they have to be treated before they come here, and I think I'm not sure. Big question mark on that one, so I'm not quite sure there. But yeah, we got it all sorted out. When I did mine, it was 1,700, plain straight up. Now I think it's around about 2 grand, probably a bit more, to do your partnership visa. So when you're going over there, make sure you get all the paperwork sorted out, guys. Number one priority. And if you love her so much and she loves you, well, that's fine. You've got no issues. But the thing is, I think the reason why they put the amount up for you to do your partnership and to get her out here or to America or to England for that sake, um, you need they put the money up because a lot of girls when they come out here and find out their husbands aren't who they what they were when calm, relaxed sort of thing, and don't have arguments and stuff like that when they're there. But when they come out here, it's like, oh, come on, sweetie, do this or do that, and do this and do that. They don't know their hubbies that well, and their hubbies can turn into different people. It's a bit like dementia, they can turn into different people. So, yeah, you just got to make sure that you get everything sorted out right and get all your paperwork sorted out and make sure that everything is okay. And you got to get to know your partner really. I spent a whole year over there with Ali, and she got to know me, and I got to know her really well before we came back. We came back on, I think it was the 19th of November, we landed here. But, we still love each other, we still enjoy each other's company, we still have fun. We've got a little one, and CJ's good. He has fun. We're looking forward to going back. So, it's going to be a great time when we go back. So, we're going to enjoy ourselves. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, and we'll catch you Friday, same time, 12 o'clock Australia time, 10 o'clock Philippine time. Enjoy, relax, have fun. This has been Scott Expat in the Philippines. Good night. Thanks, Hazy Cheesy, for coming. Much appreciated, darling. And thank you, Walking with Tamsin. Take care. Enjoy. Oh, Honeyco. Big shout out to you, Honeyco. Big shout out to um, your family. I hope you're enjoying life over there. Take care. For the moment, guys, I'm going to finish early, basically, because of my throat and because it aches. But we're going to come on. We're just going to gradually come on and until I get this all sorted out, and we'll do some other stuff. We'll catch up later. Take care, relax, and have fun. This has been Scott Expat in the Philippines. Good night. It's up here.